Hey, everybody. What's up, my loves and fellow creatives? I am going to stop this music for a second, and we're going to go ahead and get into class number 232. So it should look pretty familiar. It is the same template design as 231, but what we've done, we've turned it into a poster. So that the poster that's going to have the schedule for the season and then also a yard sign. So what I wanted to do with this is give you all some options on how you can present your products to the schools, to the teams, to the booster clubs, the moms, and literally be able to take the same design and really scale that to hopefully a 4-figure, maybe even a 5-figure contract. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the session for today. Now, we will not go over the shirt design, but I put it in here. This is 231. You all designed it together on Saturday. You will have that video from Saturday, and of course, you can design this all over again. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through the steps to change out the poster and the yard sign. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that. I'm going to make sure that I follow the steps here just from this artboard. I want you to, now if you designed your one from 231 and you already have it saved as a PNG, the whole artboard as a PNG, then you can go ahead and use that. But let's go ahead and let's do this thing. Let me show you how simple it is, how easy it's going to be for you to progress with these templates, with the academy, and the coach's help. Let's go. So the first thing I'm going to do is right click on this artboard, and I'm going to go where it says Art 231 because this is the entire artwork for class number 231. Then I'm going to right click where it says Art 231 on the layer, and I'm going to quick export as PNG. Now, what I like to do is save it in my 232 folder and then let it save as Art 231. That's fine. And I have the PNG here. So I would just hit save. And of course, you'll be saving yours in your 232 folder. However, I'm going to go to 231 and I'm going to grab one of my PNGs that I did earlier. So I can just show you what it would look like if we switched it out. So let's say, for instance, you did yours from last week and you have your Art 231, and of course it'll be a different color. Then you can pull it from here, okay? So we're not pulling it from here right now, but I'm just showing you that there are variations that people created last week. What you're going to be doing is going with what's already here, or you can, if you already did this last weekend, then you can pull yours in, okay? So that will be saving the PNG. That's all we had to do was save that PNG. We're going to get away from that artboard, and we're going to come on over here. And the first thing I want to do is work on this poster. If we want to go just to the poster, I'm going to go right click and then click on where it says 18 by 24 poster. It'll zoom into just the poster. Now, what's funny is that we can go here to Art 231. Double click. All right, it's a smart object here, and it's just a PNG. Now we can go File, Place Embedded, and we can go grab our other artwork. I'm going to grab mine from 231. Okay, and this is my graphic from 231. And as long as you didn't move anything crazy around, it's going to fit exactly in the same place now. Because it is a PNG, I do have to delete the layer underneath it because it cannot have multiple layers. Now, after I deleted it, I just hit delete on my keyboard. I can hit yes to save those changes. I appreciate you all being patient with me. I am seeing what's going on right now with this. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. This StreamYard is doing something really, really weird. I've never seen this before, and it is truly like it's dragging down my resources and it's not allowing me to move my mouse even at times. So let me know if y'all can hear me now. I know there's about a 15-second delay. Okay, that is extremely odd. No bueno, no bueno. So, and I think it also has something to do with Photoshop pulling resources at the same time StreamYard is. And I've never seen Photoshop take this long to save files. I think the same thing happened over the weekend when I was streaming. And StreamYard, we're going to have to get that together. We're going to have to use another software. Okay. All right. Well, for some reason, this is still taking forever. But let it go. And then what I'm going to do is see if I can turn off my cloud because I believe that is a big issue too. Adobe likes, especially now that we have the AI, the beta, the cloud, all of these things accessing the internet. I'm not liking what it's doing performance wise. And I'm going to show you all how I basically turn off my cloud. I don't allow it to start up. I don't allow it to automatically come on at startup. What I do is I have that disabled, and I'm going to quit the Creative Cloud because I feel some reason it's doing something where it's pulling from the internet, and it is really gravely affecting my resources. So normally it'll ask me a question when I quit if I want to just close out of it or if I want to completely quit the Creative Cloud program. And this is taking an extremely long amount of time. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was Creative Cloud hanging up. I'm telling y'all, Adobe uses some resources. Chrome's using your resources. Your streaming is using your resources. And I really believe that Photoshop was pulling from my internet and would not allow StreamYard to go. So I think we're good now. Maybe we can cut all of that out later so it won't be in the tutorial. Okay, so all we did just now was we double clicked on our Art 231, changed out the artwork. So now that artwork is here. Now it won't replace this artwork on the shirt because essentially what we did was this is still an editable file. And this Over here, this happens to be our PNG. Now, if you wanted to make this all printable, then you could very easily click and drag that over here and make this the appropriate size that would go for the art here. And then I would conveniently drag that below this layer, and you could do Control A to select all, center it in the middle, Control D to deselect, and boom. So this is what it would look like, of course, if you designed it, but we're not going to design it in class, y'all. We already did that. What I'm teaching you is how to design the poster and the yard sign this time, okay? We got to switch it up, give y'all some new stuff to stay fresh on the market. We can't have you being stagnant. We've got to learn new skills to pay the bills. All right, so now that we have this as our colorway, more than likely, if you were designing this from scratch, you would already have your smart colors designed here. So let's go ahead and get into that. I'm going to use my color picker tool here just to pick color number 1. I'll go ahead and double click on the swatch there, or the foreground color. And then I'm going to add that to my swatches, and I'll call this J, or let's call that JHS blue. Okay, and then do not hit add to my current library because it's going to try to access the internet and we don't want those kind of problems. Let's go ahead and select the yellow now. I'm going to add to swatches. Now this is going to be my JHS yellow. The reason why you want to save these are your local high school colors, especially if they give you hex codes or they have very specific colors. Then when you scroll down here to the bottom, it's going to keep those colors for you. So when you do projects in the future, that's going to be extremely helpful. I don't know why my face is magenta right now. I don't think I'm having an allergic reaction where I'm turning magenta. I don't know what's going on. It definitely something going on with the system, but we're going to keep it moving. Okay, so let's go ahead and change out our color number 1 and color number 2. Up here at the top, color number 1 is this blue. And I'm going to duplicate the layer so I keep my original blue. And then I'll come down here and I want my JHS blue instead of the cyan there. I'll hit yes to save. All right, so we are updating those smart objects. And what happens is everywhere that it was once blue is now, or the teal color is going to turn blue. All right. And we'll see that in just a moment because you'll see the logos at the bottom and the text here will change once we change the orange color. So that's color number 2. Let's go ahead. I'm going to duplicate this layer, but you can just replace the initial color that's there. I'm just saving the original version. All right, so now we have the JHS yellow. Let's go ahead and update that. And what I do is I close out and then save it, but you can also save first and then close the file. And as you can see, the icons at the bottom change down here for home and away. And what I'm going to do for you, because the icons for home and away looks like they could use, because that yellow is actually brighter. Let's go ahead and add a hue saturation here. So that's our home. Actually, it's going to be a levels. Add a levels up here. And then this way, depending on how much of that color you need to really apply and how dark you need it to be, we'll choose that. And also you'll notice that there's a drop shadow on here for the home icons and then also for the away icons. I'm going to take this levels here and also put it on the away icon. So you'll already have this built into yours. Now this one, because it's a brighter yellow color, I actually need to shift the color the opposite way. So I'm just shifting the midtones here. That way it's giving me a little bit of that brighter yellow color. Right. And the idea here is that it just basically recolors the logos based on whether it's home or away. And usually, you could also use white here. So if usually home is white and then away is color. So if you want to stick with that theme, you can turn on the white here, turn off the blue, and then maybe turn the blue on for the away and change the levels there. And for this one, I want the blue to be a little bit darker. So I'm changing the levels here. Here we go. And for the home, for the white, I want the white to be a little bit brighter. So I'm going to shift the white so that this ends up being a little bit brighter. Okay. And you can tweak those as you need. I just put them in a universal way so that I'm going to show you how to change out these individual icons in a very, very, very quick way. That's the hack. So give me a second. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Hopefully my little link saved before the crash. Okay. So I'm going to be going to this link right here. And just as a hack, I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the chat for everyone. And hopefully you all are still with me because I think this website also, it has a lot going on, a lot of video pop-ups. So it is taking up a lot of internet data as well, but it's really important that I show you this step. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this link and then look for our local high school. So I'm going to go to Florida, and then I'll go to one of the metro areas. So I'm going to go to Jacksonville. And then what I can do, if I want to see like the football rankings, which this is going to give me an idea of what school to even work with, those of you who already did your homework already have this part done. So you will be able to really move the needle on this project. Okay, now we are not going to do this part in class. This is a super, super bonus that allows you to not have to go search for 12 different logos or 10 different logos. What you're going to do here is find your school. So I put in Florida. I changed the year to 23, and then I put in Florida. So this is the past year because I want to see what schools are really ranking. And then I put in my metro area. And I decided for my first project to go with the school that's kind of lower here so that I can kind of get my feet wet, creating these schedules, see how I'm going to communicate with the schools, and then I'll move up on the rank here. So I'm going to start down here around about 12. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the schedule for the new year. So this was last year's schedule. The only reason why I went to last year is because I wanted to see how the schools rank. Now I will go to the new school year. So this is just a hack. Y'all will not be doing this part in class because it takes a little time to do this. But once you do it, it's super easy. And then what I would do is I would right click on the logo for the competition. Not regular left click. I just meant to right click. So if we right click, I can copy that image, and it's going to be a tiny little image, y'all, but all we need that for is to just fill out this here. So I'm going to show you real quick how I would change that out. I'm going to go back. And let's say I'm doing a different school just so I can show you for sure. Let me go back. And this time, let me choose the number one school, okay? So you see that number one school is playing different schools, and it's usually based on their division and what schools they can play based on the school size and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go here to the 2023 schedule. So now I'm gonna do Ware County football. All right, and all I need are these little logos right here. It's already telling me the dates, so I can grab that logo. I'm gonna copy this image. Okay, then I'm going to come here, right click. I need to be on my move tool, of course. Let's right click, go to logo number 1, and you'll see that all the logos are in order from 1 to 10. So basically it's 10 games, and if it's more than 10 games or less than 10 games, you can turn off the eyeballs or create a new one. All right, so I'm gonna do Control V. I'll bring it to scale because I want it to take up this whole square here. Hit enter to lock in the transformation. I'll turn off the old logo just in case I have anything behind it. Let's hit yes to update. And notice how the first logo changed. Second logo, I would do the same thing. Go ahead and go into the second logo. I'll go back to my browser here. Let's grab the second logo from here. So I'll right click, copy the image. You can save these if you want to, but they're so tiny that it's really not worth saving. Now, if you're gonna go and search each of these school logos, that's perfectly fine. But for the purpose of the schedule, these logos are so tiny that it does not really matter unless you're going to be printing these logos large scale. And these are the competition schools. So whenever you're developing these, I want you to keep in mind that these are actually the same schools that'll probably be used over and over again. So for the next year, you'll probably just end up rearranging them based on what day they play that particular team and whether it's home or away. So really, you could take this and have this as something that you do every single year, kind of like a freebie. And notice I have my tag up here, my Innate Lab tag. So if anybody, because I'm never giving them my actual document, I'm going to give them a flat PNG version of this. Anybody that uses it is also going to be advertising for me. So imagine you posting this on your local Facebook page and tagging a few people that go to that school or tagging a few parents that have kids that go to that school. And then all of a sudden, and imagine this thing going viral. Okay. This going viral will do wonders for your business, especially if you do the Shopify challenge and you have these graphics ready to go. You have your products already uploaded and you're ready to market to this team. All right. So just showing you how you would change out those logos there. I only changed out two. You can figure out that it's the exact same process as the rest. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my home and away dates. Okay. And what I do is the logos, I can just close them on up because they are going to be the same all the way across. But what I do is I have them colored based on whether they're home or away games. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to change the dates accordingly. More than likely, all of the high schools in the town are going to have the same dates because like it's Friday nights, everybody plays Friday nights. So really, you can change these dates and use this format for all of the high schools that are in your local area. All right, so let's say the dates stay the same, but let's say that the 10-6 game is in a home game instead of an away game. So I would just take the date of 10/26 and I would just put it in the home dates. So 10/26 would go in the dates for the home folder, and notice how it changed to white, but the logo didn't. So all I have to do for the logos for number 9 is just turn on number 9 in the home logos folder, and now it turns to my home color. Okay, so that's going to take just a little bit of practice and understanding how the folder structure is set up, but it's set up so anything in the home folder is going to be the home color. Anything in the away folder is going to be the away color. And this is really a cool way of presenting the other school's logos, but still keeping with the school's color scheme, because most schools don't want to advertise any other school. Like imagine being Nike and then you're advertising for Reebok and Asics. So what you're doing here is you're still using the school logos so that it's identifiable where the games are going to be and who you're going to be playing, but you're doing it in the colorway for the school that you're promoting there. Okay. So this is super simple. You can change the text here where it says Vikings High School. Just double click on that T and change it to whatever you want there. I will leave the home and away just like it is because it's going to work so easy and perfect. That the image here is not editable because keep in mind, this is the PNG, which is the flattened file for this one. But it also changed the PNG here. And of course, you would go to photo number 2 because now this is personalized as a yard sign. So now this is going to be the individual player we'll double click on the photo number 2 of the individual player, and then you can do file, place embedded, put your new player in there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like a quick hue saturation, and I'm going to pick up the color of the teal from his jersey, and I'm just going to change that so that it's more of a blue. And then let me grab this color here, the blues. Let me shift those a little bit. All right, so this is just a quick little color change just so that I can see it look like I need it to be for this image here. And I feel like that's good enough to represent what we can do here. And just imagine you already did the work to design the shirt. Now you have a poster, you have a yard sign here, and you're ready to go. So for those, this is not what y'all will be doing in class, but let me show for those who are working with the, hopefully I can pull it up because y'all, this might be a feat to do while we're having these service issues or whatever's going on with StreamYard. So let me go ahead and pull up what we did in the Shopify challenge. Okay. So you had your little atomizer. And some of you have been asking me, well, hey, if I already had something, how do I add something to the atomizer? So I'm going to answer that right now. Just let me know if you all can hear me. I want to make sure we're not having any issues with the sound or any freezing anymore. Hey, Nisi, one of our new Shopify Pro Innate CRM members. Welcome to the family. I got something special for y'all. I'm still recouping. I know that you all are still not recouping, but recuperating from the Shopify challenge. But it was great, y'all. It was super great. All right, so what I'm going to do, if y'all see here, this is my atomizer folder, and not all of my elements are updated here, but I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to Alt click and drag it onto my artboard here. That way I have this here. And this is my yard sign. And I just want to show y'all how we can just simply update this. The yard sign here, I'm going to go to it. I'm going to right click, quick export as PNG. And in my 232 folder, now I have my yard sign. And then I'll do the same thing for the poster, even though the poster just pretty much going to sit flat on the wall. It'd still be good to do that. So I'm going to go to the 18 by 24 poster, right click, quick export as PNG. Now when I quick export them as PNG, y'all, those are printable files. Those are files that are ready to print. Let me give it a little time there. Rona, not yet. I am working on that. And the duffel bag is not in the atomizer. The duffel bag is actually from Artsad. So it's mocked up in Artsad. And the reason why you want to use the mock-ups from Artsad is because they are the third-party printer. So however they represent that the product is going to be printed, that's how you need to represent that to your customer. Now, these are items that we are making, so we can ensure that it's the right size and that it's going to print like it shows on the screen. But the bag here is the only thing that is from Artsad. Everything else is in the atomizer. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll start here. I'm just going to double click on the yard sign here, double click on the yard sign again. And of course, this may take a little time, but I'm going to update all the modified content. And what this is going to be, y'all, and as a matter of fact, I should have just had the foreground background on here, because what we're going to do is only put the image that we just created, the PNG. But of course, I sat there and told it to save and update all modified content. So it's going to take a little bit of time right now while I'm doing that. And with the internet pulling the way that it's pulling right now, I apologize, but I should not have done that because it's going to take some time. All I really should have done is just put that image in there like I just showed you. And these are some of the products that we're updating so that the atomizer works so much smoother. So what we're actually going to do is take these elements here, we'll group them, close that down, and all we're going to do is go File, Place Embedded, and we're going to go find our flat file that we just made for 232. It's in our 232 folder. And we're going to put our printable yard sign that we just made here. And this PNG is flat. We don't have to wait for it to update. I'm going to make sure it's a little bit bigger because it has a bleed area there. Hit enter to lock in that transformation. Ooh, I don't like what it did with my background here. Let me go back for a moment. My yard sign here. Oh, I know what it did. It did something weird with the gradient. So I'm going to rasterize that gradient. So what it's doing is it's putting that gradient all the way from here to here. So I'm going to rasterize the gradient, and this is only happening with the new Photoshop, y'all. I promise y'all this was never happening before. So I'm just going to copy this gradient, paste it there, and until Photoshop figures out that fix, I'm going to just deal with my stuff accordingly. So I'll have that in there as a fix for you all, but it should not have done what it just did if this was rasterized. It's a flaw in the new version of Photoshop. They'll fix it eventually, but for right now, it's janky. So let me quick export that as PNG. I'm going to save over that yard sign there, say yes. And then I'll go back here, delete that one, and let's try this one more again. Let's do File, Place Embedded. And I'm going to grab the new yard sign. There we go. Yeah, I told y'all it's a flaw in how these how some of these smart objects are reacting with the new Photoshop. But that's good right there. When I close this out, say yes to change. It should update right here on my image file. Now keep in mind what we just did was the printable file. Now this is for mockup. So if I wanted to put this in my Etsy store right now, I want to tell y'all or I want to put this in my Shopify store right now, all I have to do is go to File, and then I go to Export. Quick export as PNG, and now that is my yard sign mocked up. Okay. So I save it as a quick export as a PNG first. Then when I close out of boom, it's updated right there, easy peasy. And y'all, this is going to be super cool to show off for football season. I'm going to bring the scale down just a little bit so we can kind of showcase some of the other products here. And then let's say I bring this duffel bag down here. And then let's say I'm going to put my poster right here. So I don't have a mock-up for the poster. I do have mock-ups for the banner. So if you want to make it a banner, you can. But what I'll do is just show you real quick. You can just straight up File. What I do is I place embedded so it won't have any trouble looking for it. And I'm going to put that PNG in there, that poster right there, right there. And I'm going to make the poster pretty much the centerpiece. Bring it all the way to the bottom. And y'all, this is just bonus. Y'all aren't doing this in class. This is a lot. But I'm showing you like how you can go ahead and get this thing ready. Let's add a drop shadow. That way it looks like it's kind of popping off the wall a little bit. Add a little bit of a drop shadow here. You see how it's kind of popping off the wall a little bit. Bring the opacity down a little. And boom. There you go. You got your poster on there. Now for the rest of the items, do exactly like I showed you how to do in class. We'll go ahead and go in here and show you real quick how you can change those out. But if you change out your foreground and your background, just like I showed you in class, and your accent there, you'll be able to change out those elements. Okay. So let's see. I hope I saved them. I may not have saved them. If not, then we'll roll with it. Let's see. File. Oh, our foreground here. Let's see if I saved it. I do have my foreground saved there. Okay. So let's go ahead and replace that. See what it does there. All right, make it a little bit bigger. Take up more of the space. There we go. So what happens, y'all, is when I update this foreground, everywhere else that use this foreground image is going to update as well. That is the beauty of the Atomizer. Okay. For the accent here, which is just a logo, I can go ahead and find my logo for this one. Same thing here. Save it. So I have my logo. See how that updated? The foreground changed. And then let's go ahead and change the background. And what I'll do for this one is I can do file place embedded, or for this one, I'll just drag and drop my background image. And you all will get to see that using this Atomizer is going to be a game changer. I should have just called it the game changer. The game changer, for real. The time saver, the money maker, the money multiplier, all of the above. All of the above. Because instead of, you took that time and you made one shirt design. So let's turn this from a $30 design to a $300 order easy to a $3,000 order easy, because I guarantee you that once you do this and you do it for one package for one parent, you're going to be able to scale and sell. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Scale and sell. All right. So that's the all over shirt. And I guess I'll show you real quick how to get into this Atomizer game. If you're not already in the Atomizer game, it's okay. Let me show you what to do. All you do is just go into your objects, wherever you see the caution symbol now. We're going to update our modified content. And this is going to be ready to go. We give it a little bit of time. You see it right there. It's updating our smart objects. And the whole idea here is that you hit the ground running. Go. Okay. You just hit the ground running and you just go. You go, you make your sales, you make your impact, and then you make your money. Okay. So same thing here. I'll go to the socks, update these items, because I know that I have a different foreground and background here. Now this one, I don't have the words on there. So this one is technically photo 1. Let me see if I have photo 1, which is here, that foreground. Boom. There it is. Turn the previous image off, hit close, update that, and just like that, y'all. Changing the game, always innovating. Now, anytime I see that exclamation, I'm going to update all modified content. I forgot to do the deal on the Atomizer for those who did not take advantage of the Shopify Pro bundle, which came with the N8 CRM, the app. It came with the Atomizer, and also the Year of the Craft to Quit program. So I think I said I was going to do just an Atomizer deal by itself. What I'll do for anyone who wants to purchase the Atomizer right now, I think it is at $900. I'm going to, while I'm on this live and finishing this demonstration, I'm going to take it down to $200 just during this live. There's no coupon code required. You don't have to text me a number, anything like that. I'm just going to do it while y'all are on this live because you don't really have much more time because I'm getting ready to upload this for class tonight. So let me go real quick and change the atomizer price. Okay, I'm changing it to $200 and that's it. It was $900, now it's $200. That's the lowest we've ever had the atomizer. And it's only going to be on there for about 10 minutes, y'all. So those that don't have the atomizer, if y'all ready to upgrade to the atomizer, go ahead and grab it now, right now for $200. Okay. I'm going to go ahead as soon as I'm done updating all these products, it will not be available anymore. All right, so I am updating the all modified content here. Foreground, background is going to update. And that's when you learn to start keeping things simple. Like if you have a totally different layout for the tumbler and a totally different layout for the t-shirt, what I'm really teaching you to do is to design at scale. So designing at scale, it means that you can design one time and use these things over and over and over again, and you're not having to rack your brain trying to figure out how many different variations of something you could do for one customer. It's just unnecessary. Same thing with the lunch tote here, and I think this is the last thing I'm going to update here. Okay, we'll double click on this one. Update all modified content. And this way you can take any template. You don't even need a skin pack, y'all. You can take any template this way. Any template this way. And the way that we broke down the class this weekend, you'll be able to take any template that you have and make it work in the atomizer so that it's a quick change out, a quick way to mock these items up. Now for this item here, this was actually done on ArtSad. So I would go to ArtSad and change those images out, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just showing you how easy, how simple, how fast, and how profitable it is to do these type of products, okay? So this is my follow-up. I told you I was going to be giving y'all super game to make sure that this season, this back to school season should be just as good, just as grand as your graduation season. And guess what this back to school season, if you do what I'm telling you to do here, guess what this is going to do for you for graduation season? It's going to amplify your graduation season because you're going to be the person that's on their mind first thing in the school year, right? And then you're going to be able to use those same contacts because especially those, y'all, telling you, for the people who are in the Shopify Pro group with the Innate CRM, with the app, you're going to be able to target these same customers again for graduation, for basketball season, for track season, whatever else you have going on. Same customers, once you get them into your system, you're going to continue marketing to them. And they are going to become not only your avatars, they're going to become your marketers. That means they're going to tell people about you. Okay? Repeat customers. You thought graduation season was hot last year. Imagine doing this from the beginning of the year and actually keeping a real system in your app. I'm trying to tell y'all that we are not playing this year. I told y'all this year, this is our season. This is the season for creative domination. And I hope that you have your systems in place. I hope that you are ready to employ the resources that you've already bought and take it next level. Our Shopify stores are going to be next level. Oh, and that image right there, I forgot to tell y'all that right there. Of course, I would change out that duffel bag. But this image right here is now a bundle that's ready to put on my Shopify store. I want to save that. I'm going to turn off the duffel bag right now, because this is right here, right now, a back to school bundle. So I can do file, export, quick export as PNG. And now that's my school bundle. Guess what? That image right there can go on my Shopify store right now and have people ready to order. Okay, they get a poster, they get a yard sign, they get shirts, they get a tumbler, socks, and a lunch bag. And maybe you could change out some of that stuff. Maybe that lunch bag may not be as popular, or that tumbler won't be as popular. But guess what? You can pull in the. I'm trying to buy y'all some time to go buy the atomizer if you want it. I'm trying to buy y'all a little bit of time to go ahead and get your little atomizer. So let's say that you want to do the tumbler instead. I'm going to alt click and drag my tumbler onto the stage. I call it a stage because I feel like this is a presentation, right? So now maybe I want to do my tumbler instead, and maybe I want to show both the tumbler and the other water bottle. I want to update this. All I got to do is go into my artwork here, update all modified content, let the atomizer work its magic. Nisi says, OMG, if you don't have it, find $200 and run and get that atomizer. You'll make that money back right away. My goal is to offer you all some opportunities that just get you seeing what your potential is. And once you see your potential, you will not play yourself again. Once you know what you can earn on these jobs, once you know what high quality work you're providing and other people are providing literal like trash, you will not undersell yourself again. You know what you're worth. You know what your time is worth. You know what your skills are worth, and you're able to scale accordingly. Okay. The atomizer right now is $200 if you go purchase it right now on the Academy. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's not going to be $200 for much longer. I was trying to buy y'all some time because as soon as I get off the live, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to go ahead and upload. I do have to get off of here, y'all, because I have to upload this class for today. This is class for today, y'all, 232. Do not go in there trying to bug Coach Chrissy about designing this shirt. Leave that shirt alone. Go back and do 221 if you want to know how to design the shirt. What you all are going to be doing is literally just right-clicking, go into your art for 231, and I'm going to delete that one so it's not confusing. But you're going to right-click, go to your art for 231, right-click, quick export as PNG. That's what you're going to work from as soon as you work from that. Or if you already have your art for 231, then you can change these other things out and it will change accordingly, okay? So that's it. That's all, folks. Listen, I love y'all and I appreciate you dearly. And until next time, oh, let me say congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. We have congratulations to the new people in the Accelerator program from the Shopify Challenge. Congratulations to the folks that are in that took advantage of that Pro bundle. Y'all are in for a treat. You're going to be the first crew that gets to use the Innate CRM app, which CRM stands for the Customer Relationship Manager. Okay, this is your customer relationship management software. This is a software. This is an app like no other. Okay. If you took advantage of it, congratulations. If not, I still have a couple of seats left. And we're meeting on Sunday, y'all. So for those who may not have checked your emails yet, we're meeting on Sunday and we're going to onboard everyone for the Pro and for the Accelerator. We're going to onboard you on Sunday so that we go ahead and get your app set up and you're ready to integrate this with your Shopify store and get it rolling. Okay. You do not do you need 231? It depends, TR Taylor. If you want to use 231 in order to design in the atomizer is the collection of the items, the items that you're mocking up, the items that you are bundling, that sort of thing. So what I did was I showed you all in this past challenge, class number 231, I showed you how to use a regular schmegular template and pull it into the atomizer. Okay. That was my secret sauce. I showed y'all how to do that. A lot of people had a lot of fun with it. And I'm showing you now also how to make a poster. This poster, I guess y'all weren't in the Shopify challenge. So I gave some game. And if you all are on here now, go ahead and take this game, peep this game. The 18 by 24 poster. You don't even have to print it out as an 18 by 24. You can print it out on whatever size paper, trim it up, and go literally physically go give this to someone at the front desk for the school. These are generic players, right? So generic players, you put the team's logo on there, you put the school's name on there. They're going to want this poster, but they're going to want their players on there. They're going to want their specific players on there. And if that's the case, then they'll contract you to do the work. Otherwise, it is a freebie that you're going to put online. You're going to post this on Facebook. You're going to post this on Instagram. People are going to share it. And that's how you're going to get your free organic traffic to your website. Okay. Because I have my Instagram handle on here. I'm not putting the actual website. I'm putting the Instagram handle because most people will go to the Instagram and then see my link tree and get all of that. Most of the young people anyway. Okay. But you could also put innatelab.com. Just as simple. Okay. Just saying. I'm wanting to get y'all into this extreme money mode. Okay. So the next time I do a Shopify challenge, even if you've ever done a Shopify challenge before, make sure you're in it because we're literally positioning you all to win it, Okay. Not just to wait till graduation season and get all your coins at one time. Like we're every single Shopify challenge, we're giving you a strategy where every single Shopify challenge should be like graduation season. Okay. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate you dearly. Till next time. Bye.